Hey, hello, how are you guys? I am currently driving on Highway 22 just south of Jackson Hole, Wyoming. The views out here are incredible. Driving into town right now and I'm gonna go see a close friend.
Today's mission begins in the town of Jackson, where I'll meet an old friend who rents fat tire snow bikes. We'll shuttle the snow bikes north of town and go for a spin in Grand Teton National Park. I'm taking my camera and a few lenses on the ride so that I can give you guys some pro winter photography tips with the Fujifilm X-H1. Hey Chris! Nice, so this is an e-bike. It's like we have a electric motor down there, so nice.
Wow, I'm impressed with these fat bikes. These are gonna be a lot of fun. How many speeds?
There's a 1 by in the front, and then 11 gears in the back. Wow. All right, let's see what these things can do. So what's the brand on these bikes?
This one's a Bulls and that one's a high bike.
A Bulls and a high bike. They look like a ton of fun. Look at how fat these wheels are. Dang, so 26 by 4 inches wide on these tires. So you're saying you get like somewhere around a 4-hour ride with this battery?
It's minimum.
Minimum, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
Its range is, you say, like 20 to 70 miles depending on how hard you're pushing it.
Man, I'm excited. I can't wait to try these things out. There's a road right here. There's usually a wildlife down there. It's like every time I come out here, I see moose and bison. But yeah, these are the Grand Tetons right here. They're just obscured by all these clouds. We're getting a lot of snow today, which is gonna make for a fun adventure. All right, let's do it. What do you say?
Hit the road. Woo. Party on.
So that was maybe like a mile, but with this electric assist, we did it in like 2 minutes. I feel a little bit like we're cheating with the electric, but
I mean, it's all about getting out there.
yeah, when it's this much fun, who cares? Oh, is that a moose? I see some moose over there in the sagebrush. Nice. You can see their heads popping up and looking around. And I don't know if there's any bull moose around here, but if there are, this could get interesting. Okay, so this is the Fujifilm kit that I brought out here today. I have right here, this is the 50 to 140 2.8 millimeter. This is the 16 to 55 2.8, and then here I have the 100 to 400 variable aperture. This lens is a beast, but that's gonna allow me to get in nice and tight. This is the brand new, it's actually the beta model of the Fujifilm X-H1. It's got this OLED screen on top, and it has the in-body image stabilization, and I gotta say, it is pretty impressive. All right guys, now that we're out here, let's get into some winter photography tips. The first thing is you wanna make sure that you're comfortable, because if you're not warm, if you're miserable, your photos are gonna suffer. Another thing is you always wanna keep your camera gear cold. You may have noticed I pulled my backpack out of the back of the truck down there. If your gear is heating up and then getting cold and then heating up again, it's gonna fog up pretty quickly. You can even get humidity inside the lens, inside the camera. So at the end of the day, if you have to bring all your gear in to a warm house, put it inside like a Ziploc bag or some kind of plastic bag before you bring it in. That way all the moisture will condense onto the bag and not onto your camera gear. And resist the temptation to stick your lens or your camera inside your jacket, because that humid heat in there is just gonna immediately condense onto the front of your lens. The next tip is always have spare batteries inside your jacket. Even better if you have some of these. You can pick these up on Amazon or pretty much any like convenience store, pocket hand warmers. When you're out here in the cold, your camera will show that you have a full 100% battery. Next thing you know, it'll be blinking red at you. That happens all the time. Chances are that you can pull it out, stuff it back in your pocket, and the heat will bring it back to life. But you want to have some backups that you can plug in. Actually, I need to put these inside my shoe right now. Hold on. The next tip is your camera's light meter. It wants to evaluate the whole scene and average it out into a middle gray. So when there's a lot of snow in your environment like this, the key is to overexpose either manually or with your exposure compensation by about one stop, and that will make your snow nice and white. As always, the best way to judge your exposure is by checking your histogram all the time. You want to have all your values just barely touching the right side. And that'll make your snow nice and white rather than a dull gray, which, let's face it, doesn't look right. All right, so the next thing is camera waterproofing. If it's really coming down, it's wet snow, you want to get some kind of weather rain cover for your camera. I can link one up down in the description, especially if it's an inexpensive kind of consumer camera where you don't have any weather sealing going on like I do with this. Dry snow is okay. Dry snow will just accumulate, you can brush it off. It's not really a big deal. That brings me to the lens hood. So when you're shooting out in the snow or in the rain, whenever there's any kind of precipitation, you definitely want to have a lens hood. This lens hood is going to keep the water from hitting the front element. When you get water on there, you get water spots, messes up the photo, no brainer. All right guys, so that's about all I've got for now, but I want to hear from you. I'm sure that I missed some really good winter photography tips, so please feel free to drop them down in the comments below, and I think Chris and I are going to get back on our bikes and get rolling. That was a lot of fun, man. Thanks for taking me out.
My pleasure. Should do it more.
All right, guys. So that's the end of our fat bike adventure today. If you're ever in the Jackson Hole area and you guys want to get out and just have a really unique experience, you should check this guy out. His bike shop is E-Bikes of Jackson Hole. This guy will rent one to you. You'll have a great time, I promise. Thanks for coming along on the adventure, and I'll see you down the road. Is this thing on? All of your values, the mountain, you can see that you have